वैनतेय सोमं पिबतु वृत्रः सोमं धनस्य सोमिनो मह्यं ददातु सोमिनः वैनतेय सोमं पिबतु वृत्रः सोमं धनस्य सोमिनो मह्यं ददातु सोमिनः वैनतेय सोमं पिबतु वृत्रः सोमं धनस्य सोमिनो मह्यं ददातु सोमिनः.
Let us explore a few questions around wealth. Why does wealth flow easily to some people while it is extremely hard to others? Why are some people always in need? Well, there are some others who always feel abundant. Why does wealth grow with some people while it leaves faster than it comes with some others? I want to lead you into one of the essential insights that you need to draw wealth into life. Let us go into it. Namaste. I will now lead you into a very different understanding of wealth. Wealth as consciousness. And this understanding of wealth as consciousness is super empowering, because wealth as consciousness is something you can draw into your life. There are two kinds of consciousness with which people live. These are Lakshmi consciousness and Alakshmi consciousness. See, there is no exact equivalent for Lakshmi in English. Lakshmi means sacred, positive, noble, abundant, joyful. All these put together, that's Lakshmi. And this abundance consciousness, the ancients in India said, has 8 facets to it. And financial abundance is just one of it. So what are these 8 facets to wealth? Financial abundance, courage abundance, knowledge abundance, health abundance, victory abundance, love abundance, and wonderful children. Abundance is all this. We've only seen 7 of them so far. So what is the 8th? Apart from these 7 forms, there is the first of the abundance dimensions, which is called the Adi Lakshmi, or the first abundance. Who or what is this first form of abundance? Who is Adi Lakshmi? Who is the source of all other forms of abundance? Even Hindus have wondered who that first Lakshmi is. All of these 7 Lakshmis only proceed from Adi Lakshmi. Sri Krishna Ji and I have taught millions who aspire to engage in conscious wealth creation. So who is Adi Lakshmi? Adi Lakshmi means an enlightened state of consciousness. I want you to wait until I give you a deeper understanding of this. Let me tell you another mystic secret that has been hidden in plain sight for over a millennia to every Indian. Have you paused to notice the image of Mahavishnu? Mahavishnu lying down on the 7-headed serpent with Mahalakshmi pressing his feet. For the artistic mind, this imagery would pass off for one of the highest imaginations of human mind. For the devoted, it will show their favorite deities. For the ignorant, this would pass off as a husband lying in comfort and a submissive wife pressing his feet. For the mystics, this image reveals a secret to abundance consciousness. A consciousness that is restful amidst the racing and the falling waves of samsara. This samsara is shown as the ocean of milk. The eternally smiling face of Mahavishnu shows the blissfulness and the equanimity of an enlightened consciousness. And the Adishesha, the seven-headed serpent, symbolizes an awakened Kundalini that has crossed the seven chakras and it is flowing out of the Brahmarandra, or the spiritual opening at the center of the head. Coming to Lakshmi, she is wealth, she is prosperity, she is position, all the worldly abundance. Do you know Goddess Lakshmi has another name? She is known as Chanchala, which means one who is fickle. Why? Your property can belong to you today and can belong to someone else tomorrow. Your position can belong to you today and belong to someone else a month from now. Abundance goes on shifting hands. It is never loyal. It never sticks. Lakshmi pressing the feet of Mahavishnu means when you are established in an enlightened consciousness, wealth of all kinds stay with you. It not only stays with you, your wealth serves you. This is the power of an enlightened consciousness. When you are not living in an enlightened consciousness but are living in a stressful state of mind, Lakshmi leaves you, and what remains is Alakshmi, what remains is misfortune consciousness. The opposite of Lakshmi is Alakshmi, which means negative, lacking, suffering, all these put together. Now did you get the secret? That is why Sri Krishna Ji and I say that achievement, efficiency, intelligence, wise efforts, in fact all these ingredients for abundance flow effortlessly if you are enlightened, if you live from an enlightened consciousness. Let me share with you one state that invites Alakshmi or misfortune, and one enlightened state that invites Lakshmi or abundance. Listen carefully. Alakshmi comes when you have a complaining mind. A complaining mind is a perfect invitation for Alakshmi. Let me explain this to you. A mind that is constantly feeling deficient and hence is frustrated, that is a complaining mind. Can you imagine how it is to travel next to somebody who is constantly complaining? Say you're in a plane and somebody is constantly complaining next to you. How does it feel? Well, what if it is your own mind complaining and getting frustrated all the time? That must be pretty painful, isn't it? To live caged in such a mind. I have noticed that most people complain at least once every 3 minutes in a conversation. I want you to observe it and see. You'll be shocked. It's not an exaggeration. People have a complaining mind. You're complaining either that the bed is not soft enough, or your back is hurting, or your parents did not do what they had to do, or the government is not doing what it has to do. You're complaining about the weather, that it is too sunny or too cloudy or it is dull, or you're complaining about COVID, or you're complaining about the government, or you're complaining about your partner's complaints or your child's ingratitude. But you are complaining. And what is your complaining mind rooted in? It is rooted in judgment. You're judging people, you're judging circumstance, you're judging situations, you're judging your body, you're judging life, you're judging God, you're judging the whole universe, and you become a fault finder. Why do you judge? Because you are habitually dissatisfied with reality. Your mind is continuously commenting that this is not how reality ought to be. It has to be something else. Let me ask you, why are you not satisfied with reality as it is? Can you truly think about it? You are dissatisfied with reality because you are incapable of experiencing reality, incapable of experiencing the rain splattering on the windowsill, incapable of experiencing your child's joy, incapable of experiencing the taste of a fruit on your tongue, incapable of experiencing a wonderful evening walk alone on a quiet road. You have a stressed out mind that switches and shifts every few seconds. and it has no ability to experience reality. Well, yes, at the heart of a complaining mind is an assumption that I have to be unhappy if I have to progress, or I have to take total control for me to feel safe. It's a terrible assumption. You believe you have to be dissatisfied and aggressive and almost angry to fuel yourself onward. Or you have to endure sleepless nights, you have to endure stressful days, trying to get everyone around you and all factors involved around you under total control. But what you don't know is that in the realm of consciousness, such an assumption and such a state is a perfect recipe for obstacles. You will unnecessarily be creating problems and hurdles for yourself. And each time you get stuck in a complaining mind, you are again inviting Alakshmi, or the energies that are opposite to abundance. We can say those that are anti-abundance. From a complaining mind, you have to shift to an unagitated consciousness, an equanimous consciousness. You invite fortune when you live in an unagitated consciousness. It is a state that is not swayed into anxiety, does not sway into anger, especially when life does not flow in accordance with your choice. It is a state where there is no desperate desire to take control of life. Take control of life, take control of your marriage, take control of your employees. Control itself is such an archaic idea. It is an idea that is built on falsehood. Try controlling your breath for 3 minutes. Let's see if you can. You can't. Control your thoughts for 2 minutes. Let us see if you can. You can't. Control is an illusion. And when you become enlightened, you learn to flow with life. You don't try to bend the river to your tunes. You flow with the river. You awaken to a state of consciousness that is free of fear, that is free of agitation. And when you go with the flow, you will strangely see that the flow will take you towards the fulfillment of a purpose in an unexpected route. They say nature takes the path of least resistance, and an unperturbed consciousness is like nature. It is the seat of Lakshmi. It is the seat of fortune, of all forms of abundance. It will take you towards your destiny on an unanticipated route. Wake out of misfortune. Wake up to abundance consciousness.
Shining star in the sky is guiding us to the end of time. There is nothing to say, we're on our way.